What do you see as the future then for Discern?
More broadly outside of Discern, I think the general roadmap for innovation here is you talk about an age old question, an age old problem. I hear it like daily, which is like, can we understand how any of this data that any of these ed tech vendors are like have or provide to us, how they impact our students' performance, their grades, their attendance, these things that like, can we get that student information system data and that other data? Can we put them together and understand like what's driving, outcomes?
Yeah.
And what I think we have a responsibility to our customers internally to just put that all in the same place.
Yeah.
Like the data that's generated by all these systems. They don't need to be going to 15 different places. I think we can put them in one space. And what Discern does is it allows us to really like tell different stories. So when you look at, for instance, like school climate, we can run Discern to look at these like core school climate variables, but then we can pull in things like filter and say like how many activities on filter were like banned or blocked versus like positive activities. And then we can pull in things like aware, like how many bullying incidents were identified. And then we can pull in things like rhythm, like what's the general, mental, emotional sentiment of that. And you pull all four of these together and you get this incredibly robust picture of your school's climate
Mm.
across all these different systems. And then internally, a tool called Securely Sync, where we can pull in all that student information system data. So you're the roster data, the grades, attendance, pull all that together. And Discern allows us to fill any gap in a data story. And then when we pull all that together and we layer in grades, attendance, behavior, that's the next phase of innovation, I think, for us to be able to really get down to like, what are the core drivers of positive and negative academic outcomes inside of education?
Right. Yeah.
And with Discern, it allows us to look at any variable we can imagine and say, like, does this have an impact? Oh, I just thought of a new thing that might have an impact. Can we look at that and see if it correlates? Yes, we can. So I think when you start to pull it all together into a broader ecosystem is when Discern goes from, wow, this is really cool to like, we can really understand like the core drivers of what's moving us forward and what's holding us back in education.